Hey, photographer, come back.
We've done everything, it's just not right. And I had a man who was a very, very good pilot, Paul Taha. He died not too long ago. He was in charge of my fleet, presidential fleet. Then I said to myself, what do I need a good man to pilot me for when I have a Nigerian airway that is not doing well? So I call him. I said, Paul, go and take over the Nigerian airways. Well, of course, I was a military man. He couldn't say no. So he went to take over Nigeria Airways. But, well, I took a decision. It was that right decision at that time. He went. He was not trained in airline management. He was trained as a pilot. So he went, and every morning, well, every other day or thereabout, I would phone, Paul, how is it going? He said, well, it's going all right. We are making progress. So this day, I phoned him, and Paul said, oh, I feel like committing suicide. I said, yeah. Wow. I said, yeah. No. Paul, should I come to you? What is it? So he came. I said, come. And they came. And what was the problem? Every 6 months, Nigeria Airways that time had arrangement with KLM. Somebody would come from KLM for 1 week and oversight sort of responsibility. So Paul Taha said he took 2 nights to prepare his flight program. Nigeria Airways going to Enugu, going to Kano, and then this man came from Holland, the Dutchman, and look, and Paul thought he had done a fine job. A good job. 2 nights it took him. I said, this man came, the timetable. The work I did for 2 nights, what is wrong with it? And the man said, look, you fly to Kaduna from Lagos every day. On Monday, your flight is at 8 a.m. On Tuesday, it's at 9 a.m. On Wednesday, it's at 7 a.m. How good would it have been if you have had your timetable saying Lagos to Kaduna, 7 a.m. every day except Sunday? It will be easier for you. It will be easier for your passengers. It will be. He said it was so simple that he felt bad with himself. Why didn't I know this? Now, I then said, look, you don't need to commit suicide because you were not trained as an airline manager. You were trained as a pilot. So I then decided that, yes, we have a problem. The problem is mistakes made, which I call mistakes of omission, where you have no either training or experience. Something was lacking which made you to make that mistake. A typical example is Walter Hall. Then there is mistake, if you call it mistake, which I call mistake of commission. You know it. You know it's bad. You commit it. Either because you want something for yourself, you want something for a friend, you want something for your family, for your tribe, for your religious group, for your church, for your extended family, for whatever. Now, so I then decided I would set up a Africa Leadership Forum. So I said to a friend of mine, Fukuda, former Prime Minister of Japan, and I said I wanted to do this. And he said, yes, we will help you, but we don't give money direct to people. We will give it through UNDP. I said, that's good enough. So they gave me $100,000 through UNDP. And that's the money we started ALF with. And so, and somebody has talked about Adedeji. So I went to Adedeji. Adedeji was in ECA in Addis Ababa. So I said, Prof, I have this idea, and I've got this money. It was UNDP. And he said, what do you want to do? I said, look, I want to train up and coming African leaders, young leaders, so that they will. He said, why? I said, the successor generation of leaders. And he said, let me tell you, if you don't do something with the leaders that are there now, your successor generation won't have anything to succeed to. Yeah. He said, look, your successor generation will not have anything to succeed to. So I have another problem. Now, people like him coming and it's all right, I bring them. Then what do I do with the leaders that are there now? If you ask them to come to school, they won't come. So I went to Helmut Schmidt, former Chancellor of Western Germany, a good friend. I said, Helmut, I have a problem. So I told him. Helmut said, Olu, well, your problem can be solved. I said, yes, I know you will help me. That's why I've come to you. He said, look, I will come and interact with your leaders if you can get them together. Oh, good. So I divided the Africa Leadership Forum into two. People like you who came and were young, and then the already incumbent leaders, and I bring them for one day. I will bring the like of Helmut Schmidt, the like of Jim Callahan, the like of Pierre Trudeau, the like of McNamara, and just to interact with them for one day and say to them, look, what they have done, why they have done it, how they have done it. And Linus, we still have that problem. We still have that problem. And he is in a way to know how we have to resolve that problem. What I call deficit in our leaders, incumbent leaders. We can deal with the yes, we can deal with the generation of yes, but the one that are there now, and they are atrociously bad, and that is the truth. Don't let us tell us, deceive ourselves. And as Bayo Adedeji said, unless we do something about them, the ones that we are trying to do to prepare for the future, they won't have future. Make I tell you. You see, whatever anybody may say about Africa, we must accept it, especially if they are genuinely telling us what we need to do or what we do wrong. When people come to me and say, oh, this, you are doing well, I say, no, that's not what I want. Now, of course, I'm put in a place to do well. Don't come and tell me I'm doing well. I want you to tell me what I need to do and to do better. To do better. That's what I want to hear. Don't come and tell me I'm doing well, and that's what I'm there for. Now, let us. And the point is this: there's nobody who is born without certain amount of innate leadership capacity, and it is development. And that development, by the time we come to Gotney Leadership Center, a bit of it is late. And we should not forget that. A lot start from home. A lot in the school. A lot in the church and the mosque. A lot within the community itself. And if we fail in all those areas, by the time they come here, in fact, you won't get them to be here.
They can only appreciate what you're talking about.
Yes. And let me end on this note. I appreciate this opportunity. I want to assure you that if there's anything you want me to contribute, I will be more than willing and ready to contribute. But let me just thank all of you who are here. I am very, very pleased to be here and to see this. And Linus, we are partners in this project.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
It is right, it is good, and we cannot fail. What I will say to the rest of you is that this is one aspect of our life. The other aspect is what we do at the community level. I am worried. It doesn't matter how much we do here. For as long as we have the type of situation we have now of 15 million children that should be in school that are not in school, if those of us who are in school all are graduates of Goatney Leadership Center, there will still be that gap of those that should be in school, should be educated, that are not educated. There will be a drag, and there will be nothing we can do about it. We must take that on board as well as this. Thank you.